Hey, good people. What's up? David Taub here, co-creator nextlevelguitar.com. Hope all is well. Hope your guitar journeys are going famously. I'm going to show you a little device you could use with an arpeggio and throw it into your playing and blast it all over, have a good time with it. And if you'd like a free video lesson that's not on YouTube and a coinciding ebook, right? I'll send it to you for free. The ebook is awesome. It contains all kinds of scale diagrams and chord charts. It's packed with killer lessons. It's a great reference manual. Just click in the YouTube description box. There's a link. Click on that link, follow the screens, and I will send you a free video lesson and a coinciding ebook. So we're jamming over a jam track in the key of E minor. The chords are just E minor to C suspended second. Like I always say, it's the chords that give you the roadmap to what you can use solo and improvisation wise. So you really want to study chords and the relationship between the sounds. It's all about the sounds between, chords and scales and what notes, what scales you like over certain chords. We're using the E natural minor scale and E minor pentatonic and blues. So one of the scales that we'll be using over these tracks is going to be the E natural minor scale, which will be down here at the 7th fret root. This time we're going to use a minor 7 arpeggio with a twist. And it works over, obviously we're in the key of E minor, so you could play it over both chords, but it really sounds good over the E minor chord because, what's an arpeggio is just the notes of a chord played separately. It sounds really good because it spaces the notes out and it kind of outlines whatever chord. In this instance, I'm playing the notes in E minor 7 chord. Let's take a look at this E minor 7th arpeggio. It's just the notes in an E minor 7th chord, right? And the notes we're going to be playing is our E, it's our root, our flat third is G, and then we're going to be playing our 5th, which is a B, and then our flat 7. In this instance, our flat 7 in the key of E is a D. And then the notes just repeat, right? So it's E, G, B, D, and then you repeat them. E, G, B, D. So kind of get that down. Then your first finger can always find that by going to the root note. In this instance, E, because we want to play E minor 7th. So it's going to be on that 7th fret on the A string. And remember, good arpeggio playing is not necessarily playing the arpeggios up and back, up and back, up and back, but kind of mixing it in with scales, creating melody within it, adding them to some scalar notes, breaking it up, because that's kind of what it's all about, mixing it all together, creating new sounds, not just playing minor triads or minor 7th chords up and down, up and down. Well, what I like to do with arpeggios, I like to add a note to it, and I like the 9th note or 2nd in the scale. In this instance, we're in the key of E, the 9th is an F sharp, right? So what I like to do is I like to get to the top of that arpeggio, slide up to it out of the arpeggio. So we're sliding from this 10th fret up to the 14th fret, right? 4 frets away. And any key you play this arpeggio, when you're on that high E string on that last note, 4 frets away will be the 9th in that particular key. And then what I do is I like sliding up and back and then pulling off. That has that cool kind of Steve Vai, kind of Marty Friedman kind of sound when you slide up and back real quick. So you're just sliding, grabbing that F sharp, back to the D note, and then pulling off to the first finger, which in this instance on the 7th fret. And then you just kind of work up the speed. And then what I like to do is I go down this natural minor scale, so I play this 8th and 7th fret, and I throw in a bend on the 7th fret up to the 8th fret, again that melodic half step bend. So once you kind of get the shape down, you work up the speed. And throw in maybe a little legato. all I'm doing there is I'm using this natural minor scale, ending on the E note, because that's where I'm resolving this to, right? We're in the key of E minor, so that's a great landing note. Have fun with it. Change the key. Try jamming in different tracks and using that arpeggio, but in a different key. Sliding off of it, notice we're not just playing the arpeggio up and back. We're mixing it in with scale notes. We're throwing in slides. We're throwing in bends to make it more musical sounding. I get a lot of questions on gear, and for the lesson today, I'm using an American-made Paul Reed Smith 513 guitar. Has all single coils. I'm mainly playing out of the back two, which kind of you could wire together for a humbucker, and the front one, the neck pickup. And as far as amps, I'm plugged straight into my Mesa Boogie Mark II tube amp. Plugged straight into the front of the amp, and the only thing as far as effects I have is just the delay pedal in the effects loop. And the delay is basically set for a couple of repeats, and that's it. The only other thing is the amp has some amp reverb. Distortion, right? That's it. Very simple. Appreciate your support over these many years. Thank you so much. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube videos. Click on that subscribe button. We try to get all different types of content out to help people, all different levels, all different playing styles. Take care, keep on rocking, stay positive. Remember, your playing is an evolution. Swing for the fences. I'll see you next time. Keep on rocking.